Yes, hi friends. In previous session, we are already discussing about single source shortest problem, that is flood and Warshall's algorithm, right? So in this session, we are discussing about single source shortest path problems. So generally, there are two types of algorithms that are comes under single source shortest path algorithm, right? So in this session, we are mainly concentrating on Dijkstra's algorithm, right? So Dijkstra's algorithm follows the greedy method. Greedy method. So what is the general procedure in Dijkstra's algorithm, right? So for that purpose, here I am considering one simple graph, that is 1 to 2, 2 to 3. Cost is from 1 to 2 is 2. Cost is from 2 to 3 is 6, right? So here, first of all, I want to find out the distance between, this is source node, this is destination node. I want to find out the distance between 1 to 3, right? So why? Because this is single source shortest path problem. So that's why we are finding out the shortest path in between source to destination, right? So here I am considering this is our source, this is our destination, right? So first of all, initially source cost can be considered as 0. Source cost can be considered as 0. Distance can be considered as 0. Then from 1 to 2 possible path is there. What is the distance? 2, right? So 1 to 3 there is no direct possible path, so that's why here I am representing infinity, right? So here once 1 to 2 is reached, what is the possible shortest path in between 2 to 3? 2 plus 6, which is 8. So here we are performing updation. In place of infinity, we are placing 8. So for this updation, Dijkstra's algorithm checks one condition, that is if d of u plus cost of distance of u plus cost of u comma v less than distance of v. So uv are the nothing but vertices, right? Then we can return d of v is equal to d of u plus c of u comma v, right? So here what is the updated distance for infinity? 8. So here we are updating this value, compulsory we are checking this condition, right? So for suppose I am considering this is u, this is v, right? So what is the distance? If distance of u is 2, distance of u is 2 plus cost of uv, so what is the cost of uv? Cost of uv is 6. Cost of uv is 6 less than distance of v. What is the distance of v? Infinity, right? So 8 less than infinity. So condition is true or false? True. So that's why we can update d of v. So what is the d of v? So v is nothing but 3. So d of 3 is equal to 8. So in place of infinity, we are update a value 8, right? So this is the simple instructions in Dijkstra's algorithm. So before updating any distance of a vertex, compulsory we are checking this condition. Once this condition becomes true, then distance of v is said to be this value, right? For that purpose, here I am considering this example. So in this example, I want to find out the path between 1 to 3, source 1 to destination 3. So for that purpose, initially source distance can be considered as 0. So here I want to find out the 1 to 2 distance, that is 2. So this is u, this is v, right? So after updating this value, there is no direct path in between 1 to 3. So that's why 2 plus 6 is added, then the result is 8. So in place of infinity, we are updating 8. So before performing this operation, we are checking this condition, right? So this is the simple instruction for Dijkstra's algorithm, right? So based on this instruction, I am solving different examples. So here I am considering, this is our graph. So in this graph, I want to find out the minimum cost path in between source A to destination D, right? So initially, what is the distance of source node A? 0. Source node A 0. So what is the cost distance between A to B? 2. What is the distance between A to G? 6. Right? So here, among those, which one is the less value? So 2. So that's why here I am choosing B. Here I am choosing B. I am choosing B. So B. So remaining vertices does not contain any direct path. So that's why all the distances can be considered as infinities, right? So then we are considering which node is the least distance. B node or B vertex contains least distance. So that's why here I am choosing vertex B, right? So what are the possible adjacent nodes for vertex B? B to C, B to C, B to E, B to A. So B to A, we are updating B to A, 2 plus 0. So 2 greater than 0. So that's why we are not updating, right? 2 plus 7. 2 plus 7, which is equivalent to 9. 9 less than infinity. 9 less than infinity. So that's why we are updating this value, 9. What is the another adjacent node for B? E. So here 2 plus 2, 4. So 4 less than cost of E is infinity. So that's why here I am replacing 4, right? So here 2 plus 2, 4, 0. So here 4 less than 0, condition is failure. So that's why we are need not to apply the we are need not to update the cost distance of A, right? So here, so among those, which one is the least distance? Node or vertex E contains least distance. So that's why here I am choosing vertex E. So what are the possible adjacent nodes for node E? F, G. So here we are updating the values for vertex F and vertex G, right? So 4 plus 1, 6. Sorry, 4 plus 1, 5. 5 less than 6. So that's why here I am updating the 5. Here 4 plus 2, 6. 6 less than infinity. True. So that's why we are updating 6, right? So among those, which one is the least one? 5, right? So that's why here I am choosing vertex G. So what are the possible adjacent vertices for G? G to E, G to H, right? So G to E. So G to E. So 5 plus 1. 6, 6 less than 4. Condition is failure. So that's why there is no need to update this value, right? So 5 plus 4, 9. So 9 less than infinity. So that's why here we are updating a value in place of infinity, right? So among those, which one is the least one? 4, right? So that's why node E is chosen. Node E is chosen. So what are the possible vertices for this one? E to F. 4 plus 2, 6. So 6 same. So there is no need to update. 4 plus 2, 6. 6 less than 2. So there is no need to apply. Why? Because the error condition is failure, right? So that's why here I am choosing vertex F. What are the possible vertices, adjacent vertices for F? F to C. 6 plus 3, 9. 9 less than 9. So both are same. So that's why there is no need to update the value, right? So here 6 plus 2, 8. So 8 less than 9. So that's why here I'm updating 8, right? So then among those, which one is the least one? 8. So that's why here I'm choosing vertex H. So what are the possible vertex for H? F, G, D, right? So here 8 plus 2, 10. 10 less than infinity. So that's why here I'm updating D value. 8 plus 4, 12. 12 less than 5. So condition is failure. So there is no need to update. 8 plus 2, 10. 10 less than 6. Condition is failure. There is no need to update, right? So once the condition becomes true, then only we can update the value. So otherwise there is no need to update, right? So here among those, which one is the least cost? H2D, right? So here D, so D contains C. So 10 plus 3, 13. 13 less than 9. There is no need to update, right? So here destination node is reached. What is the shortest path, possible path in between A to D? So here A to B, to A to E, 4, 6, 8, 10. So possible shortest path is A to B, B to E, E to F, F to H, H to D. So total cost is D. 10. So this is the shortest path in between source node A to destination node D, right? So here I am taking one more example. So here I am considering one more graph. This is our graph. So in this graph, this is source, this is destination. Now we want to find out the shortest path in between source to destination, right? So initially source distance can be considered as 0. So 0, what are the possible adjacent nodes for A, B, D? So 0 plus 5. So 5, 0 plus 3, 3. Updated, right? So remind 0 plus 2. This is also updated. So distances are updated. So here there is no direct path in between A to E. So that's why here I am updating this value is infinity, right? Now among these, which one is the least vertex? E. So that's why A to E is chosen. So here what is the distance of A to C? 2. So 2 plus 1. So 2 plus 4. 6. So which is less than infinity. So that's why here I am placing 6. Right. So here I am reaching E. Then 6 plus. So here I am considering 1. So this is the cost. 6 to 1. So 6 1 7. So there is no need to update the value. Right. So finally we can reach the destination E. So what is the cost for A to E path? 6. So what is the possible path in between A to E, A to C, E? So cost is 6, right? So this is about Dijkstra's algorithm, right? So if you have any doubts regarding to this session, please post your doubts in comment section. Thank you. And one more thing. So here time complexity for this algorithm is order of n square. Why? Because so here we are comparing each and every vertex to vertex to find out the minimum cost in between source to destination, right? So that's why we are comparing n elements to n elements. So that's why n into n square. N square comparisons are there. So that's why time complexity is order of n square. Thank you. So if you have any doubts regarding to this session, please post your doubts in comment section.